Welcome to welcome to Drink and Draw Friday night. We've got a bit of a small crowd this morning, but I think this evening, but I think a few people are running late. We're here to draw Torn, and our special guest is Gary Della. And we've so far we have Rob, Zach, Peter, and Dave with us, and we're going to start drawing Torn. So go ahead, guys. Start getting into it.
Torn created by Gary Della.
Yes, sorry, I should have said that.
Tell us
that's
tell us about the inception. Where did Torn come from? How did it start?
Well, if we get right back to the nitty gritty, it actually started by a small script that was done in 1984, believe it or not, 83, 84, around that area. And it was a group of scripts that were in regards to the Reverie comic that we put out. And what happened was that I did a number of comic strips that I was hoping to serialize and place into Reverie eventually. And what it did was, obviously it didn't work out that way, but it was always sitting around and ready to go ahead. And of course, what happened is the victim come along, Pete, and since then we haven't looked back, have we, Pete?
It's still going.
Yeah, and it's still going, and it's looking really good. We've got the beauty about it is, I think that to date, with all the scripts that are coming out and in the process of
two people.
Hey guys.
We've got about 27 issues.
27.
Yeah, 27
Wow.
if you count all the three-parters. So obviously they're in various stages, and the good thing about it is Pete's home run. I think just about finished the issue 3, so that's good. And that was a good start. And it's just at the moment it's just progressing. It's getting better and better. A lot of people have jumped on board, and we're doing a lot of team ups as well, which is a great thing, and that's going to be absolutely brilliant when that starts. Rob knows all about
awesome.
He's written the help write the Southern Squadron with Dave DeVries, and that's something that's actually very special, and it's looking really good so far. We've also got just on the team ups. If we look at it in that perspective, we've got a team up with Magpie coming up.
Magpie, yeah.
Magpie. I sent it Shane a picture of that. I don't know if he's still got
Yeah,
that.
I've never heard of Magpie. Who's Magpie?
Magpie come out early in the piece. It was originally created by Andrew Bergnine and France Cantor.
Okay.
And they put that in Nat Carmichael's Oi Oi Oi.
G'day, Hayden.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if everybody remembers that, but it was a very good comic that was News Agency distributed.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And that was probably at the end of it, it was probably the highlight of the whole issue. Not
Other
to
than
mention
the stories I did, mate.
there was other good stories in it, of course, but that was probably
Of course.
But so that was a good story. Did you ever see that, Rob?
No.
What about you, Dave? Did you see Oi Oi?
Yeah, mate, I got a couple of stories in there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so that was good, and that was going quite. From what I believe, it did all right. You know, there was a lot of interest in it.
I remember asking the creator to review Crimson 1 for me.
Okay.
Oh,
When I wanted, it was the closest thing I figured I could get to professional feedback at the time, and he was very generous. He had some very nice feedback for me.
Oh, Nat Carmichael, great fella.
Yeah, that's
Great member of the Australian cartoon and comic community is Nat. Great supporter.
Yeah.
Alex.
Hello, hey Shane, hey everybody, how's it going? Sorry, I just jumped in now.
Hello.
Sloppy tunes, how you going?
I'm doing all right. So just unexpected for me to pop in, so I just had to quickly. But I'm actually, to be honest, I just know this is the first time I see Shane without a cap, so that's really why I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
famous.
I forgot. Yeah, I've been great. Oh, it's been one of those days.
You're not
Took us
flying
a
the colours.
recognise him.
Thanks for reminding me.
Oh,
Here
it's
we
okay.
go.
Now I'm missing out on the
Ah,
head.
there you go. You're naked.
Well, actually, I'm
Gary.
surprised. I thought you were like wearing the cap to hide a bald spot, but you have like full set of hair. You can grow something.
Oh
then. Like,
no, I wouldn't call it full set. It's quite thin.
yeah.
It's
It's a
there's
small
two play at this game. I shaved it, like cut it short because it's going bald, and I said, well, nature too can play at that game, and I cut it all off.
That's all right.
Because like I've got like a receding hairline, but I don't let that dictate my life, so I don't really do any effort.
I've got a full head of hair like my father and my father before him and his father before him.
So you're a line of very manly, hairy men.
Yeah, I think it's the opposite because isn't it the more testosterone you have, the earlier you lose your hair? So Dave is full of testosterone. I'm down to scraps.
I've heard both sides of that story, mate.
Yeah, well, anything that makes me sound more masculine than I really am, I appreciate. I guess I gotta quickly look at the reference.
As a man dripping with IP, what was it about Torn that made him be the first cab off the rank for the new Reverie relaunch years back?
You found someone dumb enough to draw it?
Who would that be, Pete?
I'll tell you a story about that. Was I knew that Pete was going around and showing his paperwork and his art talent to a lot of people in the 80s, including Xbox and a couple of other ones. And I happened to see those a few of those stories, and they were quite interesting, and they were really well worth it. Pity we didn't know about it at the time when we put out Reverie, otherwise we would have printed it ourselves. Do you remember those, Pete?
I don't remember all of them, but Dave and Chad have showed me the ones of Squadron and Dark Nebula, and I cried. But yeah, and I did one of Jared Garner Vixen as well back then.
Yeah, but the enthusiasm was there, you see. And also the actual comic strips that you put together, the actual stories weren't that bad as well.
Lesson learned. Actually, right?
Hey, Lee. Yeah, you got less than anyone, mate. Lee's got less
Oh,
than
that
anyone.
was the start of it, Pete. So that's why we naturally the talent's there, and that's why we gave you the Torn title to kick it off. Had a lot of faith in you, and it's actually worse. Worse as far as worse. I'm trying to finish the sentence here. It's just absolutely it's worse in one way because simply we could have got you on the subjects earlier in the piece in the 80s if we knew. But
If I had more facts and follow through on things.
obviously you went to Inkspots, but not Reverie.
But by that time, I was sort of living up in the country and losing. Didn't have a lot of faith in myself and didn't back myself very well at all. Basically, like any lack of success in doing anything back then, simply comes down to me not trying. No matter all the excuses I can throw out, which are valid enough, but in the end, I didn't do it.
Yeah,
So my advice to young guys out there is just put it out there and see what happens.
There's nothing worse than having anything on your desk and not showcasing it.
Yeah,
True.
That's absolutely the worst thing you can do.
yeah.
You're better off.
Few worse things like murder and.
Or, Rob, what about the full moon?
So Pete,
It isn't that bad.
Peter Lawson,
Yes.
what sort of instructions were you given when you were told to design Torn?
Basically, I got the script first, so I could sort of read through that, and along with that came for all the characters. Wasn't a lot there, but just basically a bit with like something like this. So Torn's was pretty loose. Basically, it was just to be dark and sort of no big, chest logos or capes or anything, but something simple, and you tell us how you can fight it.
Yeah.
So I just sort of went the way I went, and Gary liked it. Yeah. This sort of was the same sort of thing with each of the main characters. Was like a brief description of basically what they were after, and then I'll just come up with something.
Yeah. I mean, Billabong in particular is quite a iconic looking suit. The way she's got one arm, one sleeve, and one
cool
leg.
Thanks. I actually had a lot of fun with her. I don't know how close she is to what Gary originally had in mind, because actually, I think your words at the time were something like Debbie Harry, and I didn't do anything like that.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, Zach, you're hurtling along.
Flying along.
Nice.
Oh, look at Zach.
That's a feminine-looking Torn.
No, it's Billabong. I like drawing Billabong. That's
Well,
cool.
why not? Billabong's fun to draw.
Cool. Nice one,
I
Dave.
always enjoy it.
Yep. Excellent. Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Did
Yeah.
Pete a magic
Already up
job.
to ink. Come on, keep going. Already up to inking.
I'm inking, boy. I'm inking.
That's meaning.
You'll be finished in 10 minutes.
My pencils are disgusting because I was just like, I got to just get straight to just putting it down. Even though his eyes are too big, his chin looks weird, but let's just get cracking.
Looking good, Zach. Dave DeVries.
Thanks.
So I'll be animating today anyway. So let's see how much we can show here.
DeVries or DeVries?
Yeah, DeVries.
Oh, sorry.
So there you
Sorry,
go. So I'm just gonna. I don't know how much you can see, but anyways, it'll probably be.
Tilt it a bit more, mate.
There we
There it
go.
is.
Oh, yeah.
And then it'll be. There you go. It'll be probably there you go, playing.
You just scribble that up then, Ed, did you? Alex?
Yeah,
Or
just
you
now.
just-
Yeah, there's like 3 frames there. It should be all this stuff. Hey, it doesn't matter. I'll get back to you guys later. Just continue.
Hold the line.
Yeah, you're moving along pretty quick, mate.
Oh, thanks. We'll see what it looks like when it's finished.
Oh, I know what you do produce, mate. I know it'll be pretty good.
So
Oh,
in the end, Bob, how'd you go with the original script that you've done that with Ken Best? What was your take on that when you first got it?
Well, it was a very interesting process because at the time, Torn 2 wasn't even out. So all I had to work from was issue 1. And so League of the Persecuted, their story was still to be told. Basically all of the auxiliary characters, everyone's story was still to be told. So I had to try and come up with a story that involved Torn and Red Gum, but wouldn't conflict with continuity. So I created a bunch of characters and I tried to use, well, what do I know about Torn? Well, he's unpredictable, he's a bit of a jerk, and he can absorb people's powers, but he can't absorb Red Gum's powers. So I thought, well, what happens if someone forces him to absorb Red Gum's powers? And so I came up with this whole thing where I won't give it all away, but like a guy who uses Torn's ability to absorb powers to then absorb a whole bunch of people's powers and sell those powers to the rich and famous.
Oh, nice.
Unbeknownst to that guy, when Torn is made to absorb Red Gum's powers, we all know that leads to trouble, and those powers that he sold to people, well, they malfunction. So people that were given the gift to fly, maybe they suddenly can't fly anymore. And so it leads to all kinds of people dropping out of the sky, muscly people not being so muscly anymore, and people wanting their money back, and chaos. Cool. It was a good time. And yeah, so Ken Best has finished inking the first 3 issues. They're all pretty much coloured. I think the 3rd one's been coloured.
Yes,
Hayden Spurrell just finished the lettering, and we're about to hand in our first issue to Gary hopefully early next week. So yeah, pretty awesome.
Has Ken worked with you before? You blokes before?
Agreed down under.
He's done stuff with Gary. He did stuff in Torn too. What's it called? The Billabong. There is it a poop monster? Like a swamp monster sort of thing?
The Billabong.
Yeah,
The Billabong.
Yeah.
He's actually very prolific with the comic. He's sent over quite a few short stories, and he's done a really good job on the issue 7, 8, 9. So it's a magic piece, and it's actually with the writing of Rob's. It's going to be a very nice story indeed.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
He's actually very enthusiastic, isn't he, Rob? And he's already started on the next 3 issues. Yeah. And I think everybody that's seen it so far is very enthusiastic too, and seeing what he comes up with.
Yeah.
There's a number of stories that are in production, and most stories now are 3-issue sets, which they'll slot in as they're finished, and that'll give us roughly the 27 issues or whatever it is. I'll have to work it out properly, but it's well over 20, and they'll just slot in as they are done. So it's going to be a very, very interesting journey, I think, for all of us. The beauty about it is that as each story comes out and as each wayback file comes out, you'll find that things will start filling in the jigsaw, as I say. A bit more of an idea.
Yeah.
It's more complicated.
Got big plans for these guys.
Yeah.
Put them through the ringer.
Yeah, and because he's one of those people that are very arrogant, and it's a lot of stories coming out.
Opens up a lot of options for you.
Oh, yeah, it does, and it's really coming through now with a lot of the stories coming out now. A lot of the villains are very good too. With a lot of the issues now in production. So we're going to see some classics. Absolute classics.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's always important, isn't it? A good villain.
Well, it makes the stories in a lot of cases. If you don't have a good villain, you don't have a good story.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. You've got to have something that people can either want to get rid of or love, depending on what personality they got.
Yeah.
I mean, Pete will be able to tell you with the ones that he's on now that there's some very interesting ones, isn't there, Pete, coming up?
I haven't started drawing the one for issue 4 yet, but the one we're bringing on issue 3, which I really can't say very much about her at this point, I suppose. But yeah, she's fun.
Oh yes, she's going to be very fun.
Right.
She's fun to draw, and as I'm working through the 3rd issue, I'm sort of probably with her more so than many others. I'm working out a kind of body language just for how she moves, and so I want her, without saying anything about her, but she's got to be, to me at least, very graceful and flowing in how she moves in everything. So there's no just like thug punches with her. It's like something really graceful. If she flips over something, it's like a ballet dancer, not like just someone doing a somersault.
Down under, we're talking about this one here.
Yeah.
When's the movie coming out,
I have a
Gary?
different cover. I have this cover.
Pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, the Billabong one.
Yeah.
We're doing a couple of movie posters soon, so you'll see them soon.
Movie poster, right?
I think that'll be the very big event. Will be the big turnaround when we do the 12-issue event. I worked it out, Rob, to be about a 12-issue one, so it's going to be massive.
Awesome.
It's going to be one of those things where it's going to be a very complicated, and it's going to be something that's going to be a challenge to work out that one.
Yep. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, I think Hayden's ready too, so it'll be good to get us all onto it and get it sorted out. And it's going to encompass everybody, including the villains. Everybody's going to join force.
Yep.
With all their issues and etc. But get back to you, Pete. The ones that are going to come out of this issue are going to be very interesting, and you'll see a lot of them down the track.
Yeah, I like the design Ben came up with for the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to trying to sort of give something to him, and not stop up what Ben did, because he did a great design on that one.
He did. He's got a couple of designs there too. So we're going to have to get you back into designing a few more, Pete.
Well, the girl's been fun, so
yeah, we've got quite a few coming up. Believe me, it'll keep Australia busy anyhow with all these villains running around everywhere.
Living off the streets.
Actually, we'll get talking about Australia as the best place for all the deadly animals that are roaming around. Geez, imagine all the villains that we're going to have roaming around. It's going to be even more deadlier.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be any worse, people, I reckon.
Send them all to New Zealand. We don't need any more villains here. New Zealand doesn't have any dangerous animals. Send them all over there.
You can always import a few.
They hate us for giving them the possum. We gave them the ringtail possum or the brushtail possum, and they've taken over the place. Yeah. Really?
They don't like possums? Another reason to send villains over there. Possums are food.
I don't remember.
Our possums are so much better than the American possums. Got these cute little eyes and stuff. My Japanese girlfriend loves them.
Yeah.
In your face, America. We got the best possums.
Exactly.
We've also got the best eagle. That American bald eagle, essentially it's a glorified seagull. Our eagle is bigger, and it's, actually...
And a full set of hair as well.
And what's an ostrich? It's just a fancy-looking emu.
Just have the ostrich just walk down Oxford Street, and it'll be a lot more fancy than the ostrich.
Hello and welcome to Let's Hate on America.
I wanted to let's go back to hating on New Zealand. Nobody's a Kiwi here, right? We're all Aussies or Eastern Europeans.
All right, Dave.
Nice, Dave. Nice.
Oh, nice.
He's supposed to be got all those spikes coming out of him when he gets angry. Those spikes pop out, don't they?
Yeah,
That's my understanding.
He's one of those people that, as I mentioned a little while ago with a few other people, is that he's got the ability to absorb powers. Yeah. And what he has is he's got a sort of a gut feeling immune system that if you've got a power that is actually deadly to him, just to give you a bit of a rundown on the spikes, what happened was that the powers that be sent a shapeshifter to kill him. Now, they developed the shapeshifter so that it was faulty, so that hopefully he would pass away from it. But he absorbed the ability, and the fact that when he did that, obviously the fault transferred to him. It's just one of those bad things that happened, and every now and again he will have this absolutely amazing transformation and a fit that will actually kill people around him.
All right, we better keep it down on the Kiwis or we'll be in trouble.
I love New Zealand.
Nice one, Pete.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's the way, mate. Yeah.
I think I've told him before.
Have you been practicing, Peter?
Yeah, I'll admit. I've sort of been practicing drawing him all week. For a couple of hours every night this week. And to be honest, I don't know very much of him at all. Like, it's been every other bloody character in the book.
Your red gum gets a good run.
What colour are his spikes? I don't have it in front of me.
Blue?
They're blue.
Sort of a fiery red. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I've got blue on my cover.
But my reference has him in. My reference has him in blue.
Me too.
Oh, you're going off each other.
It changes colours.
Oh, cool. Lavender it is.
It's a mood thing.
Mine will be black and white.
Nice eggshell
Sorry,
white.
Mr. Wilson. Purple. Yeah, I like it.
Black. Whatever you do, don't get the spikes black and you're in trouble.
Oh, you're scaring me now.
Doesn't look like Ryan's coming back.
No, he's
Cool. All I might do, Gary, is I might boost you up because you've gone to all that effort to deck out your little area there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully it doesn't seem to be focusing.
Nice view of his head.
I can see the poster to the right. That's focused.
Yeah. Look, it's probably the lighting, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's not one of the best lighting, but the actual the poster itself, I can give you a good quality picture of the poster, which is very good because I'll just bring it out. There's a few. I talk to a lot of people, you see. It might be a bit hard to see that.
That's cool.
No, it looks nice.
Yeah. It's a ripper, isn't it?
That's really cool.
That's the future team up that's coming up very quickly. That's with Dave DeVries, and we've got Ben Sullivan on the art.
Nice.
Cool. So get
See the work that's gone into that.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
But the actual issue is absolutely brilliant.
Nice.
The production that's coming out of that is it's going to be an eye opener. Rob knows a bit about it because he's seen some himself. Here's another poster.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. I've got that one too.
There must be 3 writers on it because you mentioned me, and then of course there's Dave DeVries, but I don't know who Dave DeVries is. DeVries or whatever.
Oh yeah, Dave DeVries. Yeah, I better do it right, otherwise you'll crucify me. It's like when I used to call what was your name again? Robbie, wasn't it?
No, you called me Rob Liesel or something to that, yeah, and you were speaking to Hayden, you're like, Rob Liesel, and he's like, Rob Liesel? That's all right. I called Hayden Spurrell for a long time, and it's Spurrell, so.
Yeah.
And don't make me say Shane's last name. I've got no idea.
No idea. I won't even give it to you, so I'm not going to be that generous.
Yeah.
That's all right. We can call him whatever we want.
I get Seidel a lot, and I don't know where the L comes from because there's an A there, but whatever.
I get Die a lot.
well, I thought that would be a good thing.
No, we like to call him other things.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, behind me back. Yeah, that's right.
You've actually
straight to your face.
You've actually been very busy, haven't you, Dave?
Yes, I have. Most of the people here know I've been. Oh, wacko, mate, that's looking real good.
Yeah,
awesome.
Here's Zach.
Nice,
beautiful, mate. Yeah, I told. I don't know if I tell you the other day when I was on Shane that I finished the Rick McLean comic for Gary. Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's finished.
Dave was very kind enough to send me this. His foes drink and draw.
Oh,
that's awesome. Hang on, let me just get to you.
Holy moly,
that's
nice. Beautiful in person. Amazing. Love it. Also, quick shout out, I got Amazing Tales 1.
Nice.
Thanks, Pete. Appreciate you buying that off me.
Oh, no worries, mate.
And I've
with a free A3 sketch of your characters is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Good deal, my end.
The good thing about getting back to Torn, the good thing about it is that the offshoots of characters that are coming out of it, I mean, including Red Gum, which is very popular.
Red Gum's great.
Mr. I, which we've got a proof of one of the comics.
That is boost up.
Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
that's
I've got that one.
Who did that cover?
This is Ben Sullivan did that again.
Oh, Ben did that. Wow.
That's
Yep.
nice.
And he's done he'll do the whole three of them that are coming out roughly in the same style.
Yeah.
And that will once they're finished, there'll be a 3-issue starter. So that'll be something different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got to read that. It's in I keep saying this freaking every week. It's in my to read pile. Everything that everyone mentions. But Mr. I looks really cool. Detective Eye, sorry.
Oh, he is. He's done.
It's Mr. I. You were right the first time.
I was right the first time, was I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's Mr. I's detective agency.
Mr.
Hey.
Proper name.
Really
Who's
cool,
that?
creepy character.
Oh,
Just
Who's
call him
watching
Sizzle.
said that? That's my high school
Sizzle.
nickname. That's from like 20 years ago.
Just call him Sizzle.
Well, that's gonna stick.
Yeah.
Who
was a
said
fun
that?
character to design, though, that
He
one.
said,
yeah, you've done it.
Someone
They used to
got
call me
it.
Sizz for short.
And now we will too.
Yeah. Classic Sizzle.
So, is there a story behind the Sizzle nickname? Like, is there some Snoop Dogg
No,
reference?
it's
You're hot.
just Sizzle turned into Sizzle.
It's funny, they used to call me Lizzle, so we could start a rap band of Lizzle and Sid.
Sizzle and Lizzle.
I'd buy that for all.
My own Bizzle.
I want to see you guys battle.
Yeah, rap battle.
What a dance battle.
Yeah. Not like fighting, just like just laying down some rhymes and dissing each other.
Bit of rap.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Alex is onto something. Everyone pause drawing.
Oh, I'm being what do you call it? Snitched.
Yeah.
Outed. That's my university nickname.
Wow.
Okay.
Getting doxed from all angles.
You're getting all these messages now. Now you're in trouble if word's getting out.
Oh, it's sticking. Come for the ComX, stay for the Sizzle. Nice.
G'day, Gary.
All right.
Looking awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Great, mate. That's really good. Oh, no.
And just for fun,
Yeah.
Pete, I didn't get your envelope today, mate.
Not yet.
We don't get mail on Fridays here.
Right. Okay.
You know, they've cut back our postal delivery days, and we only get it
also
about
they've
3
done it other places too, because they've done that to us.
Yeah, have they? Yeah.
We get every second day now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we miss out.
Every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So yeah, the
Yes,
postie only comes every second day. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday 1 week, and then Tuesday, Thursday the next.
Yeah, I don't think Lee got his either.
What are we getting?
So-
Where's mine? I want mine. What am
You've
I
got them
getting?
all, mate.
Yeah, wait, I'm going to get it first.
I want more.
Conjugal.
I usually get my parcels every once a week sort of thing. They all seem to drop at the same time.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
You're lucky. Today was the way. Today was the big day. So Mark Paul was interesting, and I was lucky because I had a couple of these ones. I don't know if you see that.
Okay, I'll just bring that up.
These are the older ones.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
These ones.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I got that issue, I think.
Have you?
Bought that ages ago. Yeah, from Gary Challen, I think. Bought it like would have bought it at a Supernova many years ago. Oh, and this one as well. Ashley Wood's in that issue, right?
Yeah, and this one here.
What are these all back issues? Are they? I mean,
They're all older ones from Gary Chandler and a few others. Phil Barlow's been in a few of them.
Yeah,
Oh, Phil Baller's great. Love his work.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Then of course there was another one that I was lucky because I sent them in a nearly mid edition. So I like mail orders.
where did you get these from, mate? You're not.
Oh yeah, what about this one?
Ah,
That's good.
We know where Felix the cat come from, don't we? Australia.
Adelaide, right?
Australia.
Yeah, he's an Aussie bloody.
Yep.
Aussie
Really?
card. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, Felix the Cat's Australian.
I did not know that.
Neither did I about a year ago.
That's so cool.
No, I remember they had it at an OzCon. They had it. I forgot which one. One of the later ones.
Yeah.
We had the little book, and then it just had like a little story comic, and I think it was Phil Barlow's comic. I'm not sure, but they always had somebody do a guest comic, and then they kind of explained there how. That's when I found out. It would have been like 97, I think. Was my first OzCon.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Phil
It's an
Barlow
education.
is one of the spot-on artists that come out of Australia. There's no doubt about that. We've got a proof of a few of the new Reverie new series coming out, and this is this. And what happened is in the original Reverie, we had the black and white version of this, and Phil actually coloured this to put it in the actual issue itself.
Phil coloured that for you. Did he?
Yeah, just for this issue, you see. So, and that was that one. Of course, the other U-Butte artist in this one is Peter Player, who does Fishman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. It's got a wicked sense of humour, and just a beautiful artist.
Oh,
Really good stuff to read. So that's really well worth it. This will be Kickstarter later on too. We've got this is issue 2. Waiting for the proof one, and then we'll start sorting that out too. So that'll be something else that'll be very interesting as well.
Jeez, mate, you got a heap coming out.
Yeah, I got a lot of people asking for Peter's work.
Yeah,
Come up with a really interesting character. I might have to talk to him about having a torn Fishman team up.
Well, I'm sure we'll be in on that.
Sorry if you've already.
Liz and I are working out a possible idea for a crossover that could be pretty cool, but we haven't quite got it worked out yet. So.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Cool. What's that,
the funny thing about it is, since we announced the 7 Squadron and the Dark Nebula, we're getting a lot of artists in Australia that have got their own characters they want to do team-ups as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And what I like about it is it's generating a lot of interest around Australia to get some sort of a group session going with a lot of the actually showcasing a lot of the work that is available in Australia.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
And that's that's not only art as well. That's writing as well too. Rick McLean.
Can't encourage that enough.
Yeah, Rick McLean is a good example of that. We've got that many people asking to write and draw, not only in Australia but overseas as well. So we've got a lot of coming up with that one too. We'll chat about that next time. Yeah,
that's good. Here I was the other night. I was talking about how we should be doing. I like to see a lot of all Australian sort of stuff, and then someone says, "What about that Rick McLean thing you're doing, Dave?" Okay, caught me out. I'm doing an American Western. Yeah.
But at least you're drawing it yourself. It's Australian drawing it, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Australian artists, that's all that matters.
No, I was rattling on about how I like to see a story set in Australia, just because so many things have been set overseas and in America mostly. I just like to see something more stuff pictured here and then set in this country. But
it might be a lucky day, Dave. It might be a lucky day. It might be your lucky day because I've got a half a script that's for a bushranger character.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So
Right.
it's going to go side by side with the Western character, you know?
Yeah.
Two separate issues, but two separate countries.
Yeah. Well, when I was
We
a kid,
pitched
they
the
used to
stories
say-
live on the show. Oh, awesome.
when I was a kid, they used to have a show on telly called Whiplash.
Oh, that's
And,
right.
do you remember that?
Yep.
I think it was. Who was it? Was it Chuck Connors? They got out to play that, or who was it? No. I can't remember who it was. It was a Yank. Nah.
I have no idea what that's about, but I sort of put it up.
You see that, Gary?
Yep.
All right, Dave, don't feel bad about doing American stuff. I'm also bad. My current animation I'm doing on TikTok, it's set in South Korea and the main protagonist is Japanese. So
Oh no, that's well, that's good. It's something different to just America all the time.
yeah, but she
that's
speaks
great.
English, so that's pretty bad as well. Like she should be speaking
Thanks, Zach.
Japanese
Looking awesome.
or Korean.
Beautiful, Zach.
Nice work, Zach.
Yeah.
Nice one, Zach. Zach's coloring in. He's doing everything finished up like a full comic in color,
he's done-
lettered.
He's done that before. He's done comics in his sleep that he didn't know he did.
That one was a cool one to draw.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
That's
freaking
my,
cool.
that's my version of her anyway.
That's so, yeah, that's mad.
Awesome, man.
But that's the cool thing though. Like you come up with a character like with Billabong, and then another artist like you, Zach, come along and take it. And okay, you've got the character, but you'll put your own little slant in there, which results in little changes here and there in the look. And I love that.
Yep.
Like to sit there and be precious about things as long as it's, you know, what everyone brings to it is still true to what the character is. And it's great to see all these little twerks going on all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
Like, you know, with Ben, he's done slight differences to how Red Gum looks. It looks great.
With that particular drawing, I've got a hell of a lot of people asking about her. That's how good that.
Nice.
yeah,
Mm. Yeah. It's good.
I did my job.
What's the situation that go? You know, what's happening with her? Is she going to get her own comic, etc., etc.? And basically, I don't want to give too much away, but she will get her own group. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Can we just say that me and Zach have been in the very early stages of talking about something? Or are we not allowed to say
No,
I'll go for it.
about it? Thanks, Alex. Torn
Yeah,
Bronwyn
You got
crossover.
permission from Alex.
yes.
I know that's what you were waiting for, so you know, just jump
Yeah,
in.
no, look, that'll be a damn good crossover, that one too, I think.
Yeah, Zach just sent through the first issue the other night, so I can't wait to dive in. And he is going to beat the shit out of Torn.
He's very for some reason, he's very arrogant, and everybody wants to do that, and he always wants to get it right. I don't know why.
He's really not that nice a guy. You know?
No, he's not really, is he, Pete?
No, he can be a bit of a monk.
Bit of an attitude. From what I've read.
Oh, it gets worse.
Gets worse.
Well,
When Dave were writing together, Dave literally said, so Torn, is he a dick?
This is Dave DeVries you're talking about.
yeah.
Look, he has his good qualities every now and again, so that's one good thing.
Yeah. Which makes those bits really fun to write when he is a little bit emotional or sentimental or whatever. Those moments are really fun.
Occasionally, yeah.
I get to, illustration-wise, in issue 3, we get to play with his emotions quite a bit. And after sort of, drawing him for 2 issues, being all, superhero type mode into suddenly drawing breaking down was really fun.
Yeah.
And quite hard to do, to be honest. I've never sort of had to draw that before, so that was fun.
Good stuff.
There's a number of issues that it's gonna pop up eventually that will show what he actually does for a living on the side, and that'll pop.
Oh, wondering that.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking that, and I says, "Oh well, you're just going to have to wait and keep reading, and see what happens." And you'll be surprised what he actually does.
Yeah.
Does he drive Uber?
That's too dangerous.
Cosplayer. He's a cosplayer, isn't he?
Professional cosplay, you reckon?
Yeah, no,
Dresses up as Torn.
It's uncanny.
Yeah,
He
when-
actually sings Natalie Imbruglia covers in bars. Think about that.
when I was writing that,
Someone got it.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking as well. Like I've got the Natalie Imbruglia song in my head while I'm drawing right now. So
I started thinking.
Oh, yep. Hang on. Looking good.
nice, Dave.
We'll get
Beautiful as
a
always.
grimace on his face.
talking about Natalie's song, it was interesting because we had a few people that had contacted us and said, we'd like to do a song for Dawn. And
really?
It was interesting. We haven't got too far with it yet, though, but I've asked a few other people as well to see what we can come up with. And it's quite unusual and hard to get the right lyrics for it.
No, Torn.
And done.
finally, that kind of killed that song in my head. I'm all out of place.
That's definitely something we've got to look forward to if it does eventually.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So what kind of song are you thinking? Metal, hip hop, or just polka?
There was two types that come up was more of
Venezuelan throat singing.
there was one song that we were going to write is more of a female out there sort of song,
Okay.
and the other one was more of a what would you say, sort of a bluesy sort of tale.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see what they come up with.
'Cause I'm a jerk. I'm a widow.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting.
Oh, so you got Radiohead on the project.
Yeah. Natalie Imbruglia, Radiohead. Wait,
Better than that.
We asked them, but they declined because they couldn't really justify the urgency of it. And I don't think they had the talent for it.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust them either.
Bloody hacks.
Yeah. We need, Midnight Oil would have been all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Aussie.
We'll just get Rob to do it.
Yeah.
We've got ourselves a.
Okay, so
You know, he used to be in
just
a
the
band.
keyframes at the moment.
Come on, Rob.
I don't know. There's still a lot to go, but
Wow.
let's see. So there you go.
Oh, how
And
many? Oh, it's an animation.
There's,
Bloody brilliant, mate.
there's still a lot more to go, but just the keyframes. So he's ripping up paper.
Yeah. Very good.
I love it.
That's great.
He's ripping up the issues of his own comic.
It's just toilet paper because we don't have much in Sydney anymore.
Hey, that goes nuts in Sydney buying toilet paper too.
We can send you boxes and boxes of them. We've got heaps of them at home.
No,
You're the one.
nah, don't worry. We did manage to panic buy a few packets, so we're good. Actually, no, we're out of the lockdown area, so I can still just walk around, sip my lattes, and watch birds. And by birds, I don't mean the attractive ladies, actual.
We understand.
Yeah.
That's all right.
I didn't. I was going right for the ladies.
That's just you.
Well, there were 7 of us were going right for the ladies, but there's obviously one. You're right, Rob. You're right.
Just send a progress on Messenger to you, Shane.
Oh, yep, cool. So I've been watching my email. Oh, hang on. To me?
I think so.
Must still be downloading because I got nothing.
Gary, did you go to the Sydney Supernova?
No.
A bit of controversy there, isn't there, at the moment?
Hot button topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
You were there,
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah, I was there. I also hung out with Daniel. I bought him a coffee as well. So,
Something has gone on.
Yeah,
I used to do, just so you guys know, I used to do the ads for him for 13 years. And I've known him for 20, okay, from when it was Comic Fest. So I understand there's like a bunch of things I don't agree with him and stuff, but I'm not in a place to hate on him because he's helped me out a lot of times for stuff.
Sure.
So.
Yeah, here it is.
Right,
Peter.
Who are you talking about, Alex?
Sorry?
The
Who are you
tattoos.
talking
Daniel.
about? Daniel who?
Daniel Zakaru, the founder of Supernova.
Oh, right.
So right now he's getting a lot of hate. So
Oh, is he?
I should be disassociating with him, but he's really nice. I mean, it's a little bit uncomfortable because I've read through all these stuff and everybody is going for his head, and I'm like,
Yeah.
but
That is a
but
shame.
it's a shame. But like I was there and I didn't notice. I didn't notice the booth. Oh, nice.
Yeah. You didn't
Yes,
see it.
Peters. Yep.
It's looking good, Pete. Real good, mate.
Well, spot on as usual.
Practicing all week, I bet you.
Alex, were you
Yeah.
selling?
Actually, most of my week has been enjoying a very graceful lady dancing around the beach, beating him up. So,
He gets himself in a lot of trouble, doesn't he?
yeah.
I think
I
that
think
could be,
people he's good at.
yeah.
So is 2021 just the year of Torn being beaten up by women?
It's not going to be. I don't know what's
The only woman I haven't drawn beating him up, I think, is Billabong. Let's see, he wants to do
Well,
other
should
things.
be the first.
No, she's got other things in mind.
Yeah,
Sorry, Dave, you were asking something?
You weren't selling. Were you? Did you have some books to sell there?
No, this was my first time to go without an agenda. Like I rarely go to one of these things without an agenda, and so this time was nothing. No business cards, not looking for work, just
Just a visitor.
just a visit. Yeah. So like last time I was a Supernova was like 3 years ago, and I was there from Hong Kong selling my toys and my comic. We did comics based on the toys, but I was specifically pushing my toys.
Yeah.
Spud the
Okay,
bear,
cool.
and then but yeah,
Is that the giraffe that looks like a dog?
yeah, he wasn't for sale. My
Oh, okay.
dog-looking giraffes are just rejected prototypes that I like. I took him with me.
Nice.
And
I'll sell the concept to somebody else, and then everybody will be upset.
Well, you can make half human, half dogs, and a detective, an occult detective, you might say.
Nah, we don't. Oh yeah, no, but we're not. I'm not gonna step on anybody else's thing. He's just going to be a cat puppy, and he's just going to be just fetching stuff and sitting down when told to.
Yeah. Only
That's a
I
good
can
giraffe.
off Zach's ideas. Only
Sorry?
I'm allowed to pick off Zach's ideas.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
okay,
you
fair
go.
enough.
By the way, Zach, how many issues of the comic you finished in the last 40 minutes?
And like 40 minutes.
Yeah, Zach.
I don't know, maybe
The best
3.
cover.
Maybe I've forgotten.
Because I have imagined that if we have like a 24-hour comic, if we have a 24-hour comic session, I imagine everybody else does 24 pages, and then Zach will do 24 issues.
Yeah.
Well, here you go. I'll show you this.
Then he wakes up.
And then he wakes up. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So,
Beautiful.
that one.
Looking good, mate.
Bloody love your work, Zach.
Oh, it looks that's a lot of work.
Oh,
Very good
beautiful.
stuff.
And that was just in the last 50 minutes.
Are you doing that while you're doing this, Zach? Or
No, so there's 9 pages there, and I do it when I talk to my friend, and it's 9 hours. So I'm finding coloring is where my time goes over actual drawing.
I understand we might have a solution for that, Zach.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a 12, Dana, 12-page promo story to color.
Oh, cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Wow. That's a good
love this.
idea.
Cross-pollination. Freaking awesome.
Yep. Now, getting Dana on the Billabong pick was to colour. That was mainly because I was too lazy to do it, and I just knew she'd do a better job.
That's why I asked her.
I'm not great at colouring, and people have seen that and they've just gone, "Wow, it's been really good."
That's why I asked
Oh, we've
her.
had comments
Because
while
I
I've been
saw the
talking.
calendar page, so I'm like, she could do a nice brown one.
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna
I'll get her
ask?
to colour that illustration I'm doing for the cover for you as well,
Oh, cool.
because she'll do a better job than me again.
Sorry, I wasn't
At
watching the
least if
comments.
you're-
There's been a few of them.
At least if you're a kid.
Jerome,
G'day, mate.
classic Jerome, he doesn't have a picture there either.
Yeah, it's Mystery Drone.
So in the spirit of the
Everywhere he
drinking part
goes.
of the drink and draw, what's everyone drinking?
V.
I've finished my plonk and I'm with the brownie.
See, Dave's. I'm sorry, Gary. Are you drinking? What are you drinking, Gary?
I drink whiskey.
Oh, see, there you go. So I'm just drinking Red Bull today because I need to stay up.
What do you got?
Well,
there,
that's-
mate? What's that?
That's why I'm going to stay up. See if I can move my camera around here. Show the pile of calendars behind me.
Oh yeah.
How many more nights? Jane, how many more nights?
I'm hoping one more.
I'm distracted by the angry panda.
That's
Oh,
just
he's
how-
a very angry panda. He does what he wants.
He's doing weights, isn't
He
he?
does what he wants.
Are those weights or nunchucks?
Neither.
Oh,
Both would be really tough.
They're what do you call it? Pixelated hands.
oh,
I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, I can't spin around and
about
show
that.
where actually most of the calendars are. They're actually right in front of me. That's just the small pile behind me.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
calendars.
I got small piles too. It's the worst.
It is the worst.
You can get a call for that.
Applying the lotion though is fun.
Personal problems, mate.
Oh, Rob.
Don't worry, this will feel better in a minute.
I don't draw enough muscle men. I don't know where to put the muscles. All the bulging and the.
Everywhere.
You don't know where to put the male bulges, Dave.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be putting them in, but
I'll go for it.
I
Go
can
for it.
say-
This is like PG-13, right? Sizzle?
No, it's Team Plus.
Team Plus. Ah, you can put extra detail. Just lay off the veins.
So specific.
Oh, that was too much, Alex. Too much detail.
Oh, sorry. Still team.
Where's it going?
Oh, that's classic. Okay, well, everyone, we've reached the hour point. So if anyone's got something to show,
I emailed Jermaine.
oh, you emailed me. Yep. Oh, I see it now. No, hang on. That's last week. It's taking its time getting to me. Okay.
That's all right, Zach. Come out good, that one.
Sorry, Zach.
Yeah,
Just give me a second. I'll put you in
yeah.
emails.
Oh, looks nice.
Looking awesome.
Wicked, man.
Nice.
Yeah, very good, Zach.
That'll look good finish. That's fantastic.
Yeah, hopefully.
No, it will. We've spoken.
Oh, you're so humble.
And just for fun,
I'm having fun.
you sent it to the email down the bottom, didn't you?
Oh no, I sent it to Shane at ComX. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, I'll go find it there.
Oh,
Just put more money inside. It's not much difference for the last. But
It'll be interesting how you go with the team up yourself, Zach. It's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
What's that you're saying, Gary?
Bromwell and Torn. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Bit of time travel.
Different.
you know,
Yeah.
we're going to work that one out. That'll be interesting.
That's the beauty about it, though, is that you've got the oddball sort of team up, which makes it really, really interesting.
Yeah, my main thought with Torn v Bromwell is that she's not going to put up with any of his smart assness. So
No,
it's
she's going
Oh, come on.
to slap him so quickly.
You know what? I was watching that. I was watching the show the other day. What's it? Loki.
Mm.
And,
Oh, yep.
yeah, and it just reminded me a lot about Torn.
I haven't seen it, so I can't relate.
What's Loki on pay TV? I guess.
Netflix, right? Is it on
No,
Netflix?
Disney.
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 Oh.
Disney Plus, or whatever it's called. Here is Peters.
Ah, yes.
Beauty.
Yep.
His costume's the wrong color. What's going on? Is that one of his powers to change colors?
We change red, yeah.
going to show us, Shane.
Well,
Sorry?
I work on layers, and the layer under it was grey, so I needed to.
Oh no, I'm just messing around. I know what you're doing.
So what are you drinking at the moment, Pete?
Well, actually, I'm drinking coffee, but I do have some honey mead in the fridge.
Oh, is that what that bottle was?
Get back into the normal drawing. Get that whiskey and stuff out.
Oh God, you did not want me to drink and draw at the same time. I am the original, one pot screamer. I have half a glass of beer and I'm gone.
That's good to be a cheap drunk, mate.
It's
Save a lot of money.
a
That
lot of embarrassment. So big drinking has never been a thing.
Yeah, Dave, it's not cheap once you lose your phone and then piss some people off. And then before you lose your phone, you send a bunch of emails, messages you shouldn't have. You got to wake up the next day in the morning that not, even though not
Well,
spending
stuff
much
your
money on
friends.
alcohol, losing other things of value.
yeah.
Not saying this.
Or someone else grabs your phone and sends a lot of messages.
Well, that's the other one, but you can always kind of excuse it, go like, "Oh, it wasn't me, it was that guy," and it's all he just used Photoshop on my phone. But,
No, Alex. Who have you sent things to?
sorry.
Who have you sent things to? Drop some names.
Sorry. Drop names. I'm trying to think about what I've done. No, I haven't. I've done stuff before where I've done two people's faces that I shouldn't have. But yeah, I don't know. Like I got kicked out of a Disney function for being too drunk before when I used to work there. And I got because it was the first time it was an open bar. It was the first time I was at an open bar, and then I just like free beer. So I drank as much as I could. And then after an hour, I blacked out. And then pretty much when I woke up the next day in the morning, it was like, dude, where's my car? Where everybody just told me what I did wrong. But I know apparently it was like 6 p.m. I was kicked out and I was like massively drunk. And it was summer, so it was all Darling Harbour. So there's like families walking around. And then I'm like, there's a Jungle Book party. So I had a bindi on my head. And then...
Mickey Mouse gave a CPR.
So I was like I was being drunk and culturally inappropriate, but that's 2002 when you can still do these things.
We're singing simple bare necessities, were you?
I don't know what I was singing.
Animal.
I was probably singing stuff, but I was bumping into people I know on the way home, and then
Like
and then
Pluto.
And then yeah, apparently like my roommate just saw me passed out on the steps, and they dragged me onto my bed, and then I'm not the lightest person in the world, so that bed collapsed, and I think they threw me on it. But I did not know any of this until the next day. I just woke up with a massive headache and a bindi on my head.
We've all been wake up on a shattered mattress on the floor and be like, something's wrong.
But anyway, Zach, so I'm sure I said things I shouldn't have that day.
The next day is the worst day when everyone's telling you what you did.
Oh yeah, and you don't remember any of it. Oh, the worst is when some of it comes back, and you're like, oh yeah, oh no, I did do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's when it's the worst.
Yep, got you there, Dave. Oh, very nice.
Wicked.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. I didn't get it the way I wanted him. I wanted him to be showing more pain, more agony, because it looks like he's in pain when he's doing that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I got it in his face a little bit. It's too small to see.
All right. Well, you're fired.
Man,
Get out.
Can't win them all.
There goes that whip.
Oh, it looks good, Dave. Don't worry.
Thanks, mate. I'm not that happy with it, but anyway.
Yeah,
So
I've been saying letting you keep your job.
Yeah, I'll let you keep your job, but don't forget to scan it and send it to me so I can put it into the transcript. And the sound's been going in and out a lot today, so this is going to be a lot of fun for my transcriber to try to figure out who's saying what.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jerome.
Oh, it's not Jerome, actually.
No?
No, Jerome wrote the article.
So when you're doing that transcript, that drunk story I just said, Rob said it.
Okay. I'll let her know.
Yeah.
And Mickey Mouse was giving me CPR.
Nice.
Great ventriloquist.
I don't know what that means.
And you know what's funny? It's believable you did it, Rob. So it's going to be even worse.
I made love to Mickey Mouse. And
And
Donald
also
Duck.
get kicked off YouTube.
I wanted to ask you, Alex, because you're at Sydney, the Supernova. How was it? Well patronised?
Yeah, I thought it was quite a lot of people there. And I thought Albert Sally had quite a lot of stuff as well. And actually, like, because I'm so out of the game, it was actually really pleasant to see so many new, younger creators there. Because, like, it would have been pretty sad if all the people I knew from 20 years ago are still making comics, which is great if they are. That's not the point. But there's young blood coming in as well, which was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
No, comics are full. Tell them we don't need the competition.
So, yeah. So it's just good to see that there's probably 2 generations since I left in 2007. So it's like, so it's good to see young 20-year-olds getting into it and creating stuff. I mean, there's a lot of cosplay stuff. Is I don't know. I just feel it's like one of those things where I'm too old.
Yeah.
I saw a dude unironically wear a Sailor Moon costume, and I was like, that's cool, but I don't get it. It's like me explaining my taste in stuff to my parents, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a different generation, mate.
I mean, there was some dudes that were obviously just being funny, and I was like, oh yeah, I get it. There's a bunch of hairy dudes dressed as Sailor Moon characters, but then there was a couple of people that took it seriously, and I was like, all right, well, good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
Doesn't hurt anybody.
It doesn't. No. Just I don't get it. That's all. I'm nothing wrong with it. It's just basically I'm just feeling my age when I'm there.
Feeling your age. Yeah. We're all looking at you, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, I'm lost.
Your last, big fella.
Good timing.
Oh, good stuff. Hang on.
Oh, wicked.
Ah, yeah, that's
nice.
Awesome.
That's good, mate.
Those spikes.
That's what I was trying to get.
You spend a lot of time on the spikes, though. Is that right? Am I
Absolutely right, yeah.
reading this correctly?
Maybe some spikes, and I kind of put in the rest. But I'll tie it up and send you a scan of that.
That'd be awesome.
No, that's the sort of look I was trying to get, mate, but I didn't get it. It was good.
It's that gnarly 90s grimace.
Awesome.
Yeah, wicked.
Well, what do you think, Gary?
Oh, excellent! It's certainly been a privilege being here tonight. So that was one of the highlights of it. The pictures. It's always an honour when you get a group of people together, and we've got to do a lot more of it. And I'm glad that you're doing this sizzle. So that's really good, as far as that goes. No, but this is excellent. This is the way to go.
I heard that sizzle under your breath. I heard it.
No, no sizzle. No, look, it's been great. It's absolutely brilliant. You've got a great lot of talent here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it just improves all the time. And
Yep.
I can concentrate a lot on talking about Rob, but we've got to keep that hush, right?
I got the trademark rectangles there on his torso.
Oh,
Hang
yeah.
on.
Much better.
Beautiful.
There we go. Now we know it's born.
Yeah.
Well,
Also,
Gary, there's a lot of people here that are working for you or working with you. So, it's good to have you on here, and haven't seen you for a while, so it's good to see you.
Yeah, no, it's excellent, and good for what I like about the general creative side of Australia is that everybody's so friendly. They are very, very good to work with, and I really very rarely have any troubles with anybody. But as in, it's just a beautiful environment. It really is when you get like this together. It's just absolutely. We all know this too, anyhow, because you've worked with a lot of other people, most of you on this anyhow, and spoken to a lot of people, and it's the general feel of it. It just projects outward, and that's what makes it so popular, I think.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully more people get onto. We spread the word a bit more and get a few more people coming onto the ComX and joining us, each week to be part of this drink and draw, and get more people involved.
Well, not to plug myself, well, ourselves, I should say, not myself. But I'm gonna plug myself. Plug the entire ComX thing that's going on at the moment, the ComX studio. Just next week, we start on the drink and draws for the characters on the left-hand side. Bin Kitty, Marathon, Killer Bee, and Impulse.
Cool.
I think I just read that backwards. And
well done.
Yeah, so we'll be doing each week. We'll be doing a different character. We'll hopefully have all 4 creators on each week, but the other 4 people that can jump on can be anyone. We've opened up the ComX drink and draw to any artist from Australia who wants to join in.
Awesome.
So just even if you just want to email me at the email down the bottom there for the art, if you're interested, or just message me directly on Facebook. I'll take this picture down now that we talked about it enough. So it'll be really cool to get some new faces on here and see what people can say. And no, that is a go at you, Rob.
I take that personally. The only guy who's been on every episode, I take that personally.
So you should. And
you guys should totally battle it out. Rap now, Sizzle versus Grizzle.
You think you're all that because you got a ComX hat.
Whoa, I
can't.
Sizzle is laying down the.
Sizzle's laying down.
You're leaving it like that, Sizzle? Get to it.
I can't rhyme to save my life. So
sounds like the words came from your wife.
Don't worry. Neither can I, and I graduated ESL in high school.
Oh, nice.
English second language. Yeah.
Anyways, I think I got like more frames, so if you guys want to take a look.
Yeah, for sure, mate.
Let's see if this
probably coloured it now, maybe.
Okay, cool. So there you go. Let's do a little bit of effects and color, but here we go. It's torn. There you go.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, the problem is, like, now that I think about it, he should have torn his pants as well. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We can fix this.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's the X-rated version.
No, T13, keeping it parents friendly.
Well, if I had to pick which one was the better out of all of them, I'd be very torn.
I'd expect that to come from old Spedsy.
That's a nice way to say mine, that one.
I've won every week, and I thought I'm a shoe-in this week, and my bosses are just trying to charge, and he's probably pretty much all their bosses.
He's beat you to the punch, mate.
Oh.
Cool.
Cool.
Looks like somebody switched on their TikTok.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. Great art this evening. I'm looking forward to you guys sending it through to me so I can put it on the transcribed blog that we're going to do for this. We've only just started on the first week, so I believe that was Final Dragon, if I remember correctly. So I've just started on that one, and we're going to build our way up to current. So it'll be a while, but if you get the images, that'd be awesome. Yeah, so thank you very much. Awesome art, as always. And everyone have a great night. And thank you to those who were watching for joining us. See you all.
Later.
Cheers.